All right, get cozy. Let's get cozy and talk about the 20 things that I am no longer purchasing in 2025 and beyond. I really enjoy watching these kind of videos. I think they can be really inspiring. I definitely want to say, just straight up, like, zero judgment if some of the things that are on my list are things that like bring you joy and you purchase all the time and you love. Like, it is totally fine. That is not the intention of this video. It's just to kind of, I don't know, just maybe bring into awareness some of the things that we just like do unconsciously in our culture, and maybe just rethink like, like, why do I purchase that? Or do I really need that? So I don't know. I think they're inspiring. And so I made my list of 20 things I no longer buy. So let's get into it. All right, number 1 is gift bags. I've never really been a big gift bag person. Even though I don't really purchase gift bags myself, I acquire a lot of them after birthday parties and holidays. So I would just put them in a box in the garage and think that, oh yeah, I'll just use those throughout the year. But I feel like I never really do. In my family, we wrap all of our gifts in play silks for holidays and birthdays. I just think it's really beautiful that way, and there is absolutely zero waste. But if my kids are going to a birthday party, I'm not gonna wrap it in a play silk and be like, oh, can we actually have that play silk back? Like, that's just rude and weird and awkward. So my children were going to a birthday party a couple months ago. I went in the garage to find a gift bag for it, and there was no gift bag that fit the present. And I was just so annoyed. I'm like, why am I holding on to all these gift bags? And I can't even use one today. Like, all this crumpled up tissue paper and stuff. So I just donated all of those things and bought a really beautiful gender neutral wrapping paper. It's so pretty. And I just feel like it's a lot more intentional way to give a gift too. It just feels like you put a lot more time and thought into it by wrapping it yourself. I also like the fact that I feel like when you're putting presents in a gift bag, especially for kids, like, you feel like you gotta fill it up with a bunch of stuff. And then you end up sort of overspending or just over giving, when you could just get one like really nice little quality, beautifully packaged gift that's wrapped up in wrapping paper and call it good. Do you know what I mean? That's just sort of my tip for having less clutter around. Just get one nice roll of like gender neutral wrapping paper and some ribbon, and yeah, that's all you need. Number 2 on this list is greeting cards. We've never really been a big greeting card family. My children make their own cards for their friends. I write my own cards for my friends and family. I just feel like it's a lot more thoughtful, again, much more intentional, and nice to just have like a handwritten card or a handmade card. Yeah, going to the store and just picking up a card with somebody else's words on it isn't really that meaningful to me. So yeah, just make your own cards. Number 3, we're still in the party realm. If you guys can't tell, I'm kind of passionate about this whole party situation. Number 3 is disposable themed party stuff. Like, the whole children's birthday party thing is just gotten so out of control, and it boggles my brain, like, the amount of money that some people spend on their kids' birthdays. It's just crazy to me. And again, like, no judgment. I totally understand that it's like a creative thing for a lot of moms, but I think like big birthdays and like baby showers or like once in a lifetime things, like, that's totally fine. But I don't know, I just don't understand why people just buy all this stuff that just ends up in the trash in a landfill. It's just kind of crazy. In our house, we have a happy birthday banner. It's silver and gold, and we use it for everybody's birthday. My children, my husband, my parents, like, whoever's having a birthday party over at our house, it's the same happy birthday banner, and I reuse it every single time. And my children do like themed birthdays, but we just kind of use what we have around the house. Like, if my daughter wants like a butterfly birthday, like, I'll buy some little butterfly, maybe paper plates or something to go with the cake. But I don't really go crazy on party decorations because I don't like to throw them in the trash. Another one that's sort of like in this same kind of vein is, what are those things called? Oh, like a balloon arch. Again, they're really beautiful, but gosh, they're just so time consuming. They take forever to make. They're not inexpensive, and then you just throw them in the trash, and then all that latex is in a landfill. It just makes me really sad. But if you love a good balloon arch, it's fine. It's totally fine. I made one for a baby shower one time, and it was so pretty, but I immediately took a picture of it and posted it on Facebook Marketplace, and a mom came to our house like 2 hours later and picked it up, and she was so thankful and so grateful. She's like, thank you so much, my daughter's gonna love this. And I was just so happy to give it to her and for it to like get second use before I threw it away. So just, if the balloon arches are your thing, or like all the party favor supplies and whatever I'm trying to say, if all that's like makes you happy and brings you joy and you love to do that, keep doing it. I just can't get past the guilt of it a lot of times and the amount it costs. But I think it's worth like posting on your Nextdoor app or Facebook Marketplace and just seeing if it can get second use, or I know there's a lot of people that would be super grateful for something like that. Okay, and number 4 on my list is Bluetooth stuff. I am just so tired of everything, Bluetooth everything now. It's so annoying to me. I hate wires just as much as the next person, like I hate them. But I don't know, it's just a lot of, I just feel like it's a lot like in my energy field and my aura and my brain. I just don't want all those EMFs flying around me. I don't want that. And I know a lot of people love their earbuds, like people love their wireless earbuds. My husband has them, he uses them all the time. So again, I'm not judging you if you use them, but I secretly am kind of like worried about it. Like he's wearing them all the time, and I read an article where it said there's one signal that's going from your phone to one earbud, and then a signal going from one earbud to the other, like through your head, and that just made me like, I didn't like that. That seems really weird and a little risky, and yeah, I don't know. The EMFs, I think, are something that we're gonna find out in the future that are a real problem, and I think we just all walk around without even really thinking about it and like, oh yeah, everything's wireless, it's so cool, but is it? I don't know, we'll find out. We're on number 5. Things that I'm no longer purchasing is cheap clothes, okay? And this is a big new one for me. Most of my clothes I thrift come from like Goodwill or thrift shops. I'm just one of those people, like I love to dig and find cool stuff. But as a result, that has landed me with a closet just stuffed to the max of just tons of stuff that I never wear. And I'm just kind of tired of like the overwhelm and the overstimulation of like all the stuff. So I'm not thrifting, even though it's like fun and like cheap and like, oh, this dress is only $8. I'm just not gonna do that anymore. And the same, I've never purchased anything from like Shein, but I know that's like a really popular site that people like to get cheap clothes from. But yeah, that's just like, it ain't it, guys. Like those clothes are, the fabric is not good quality. I do not want to be putting, again, like, I do not want to be like clothing my skin and my energy field and my aura, not to get too woo-woo, but for real, with fake synthetic plastic materials. There's actually studies that show that wearing pure organic cotton and linen like actually like raises your vibration. I don't know. I mean, that might be getting like too far out there for y'all, but you can look into that. Stay away from all those cheap clothes that are poorly made, poor fabrics, like not great for the environment, and terrible working conditions for the people that are making those clothes. It's like not good for humanity as a whole. So we really should try to steer clear of that. Kind of in that same line, number 6 is multiples of the same article of clothing. I did a huge closet declutter and made a video of that. I'll share it here. But now going forward, because I'm doing a low buy year, I'm trying not to buy any clothes at all this year. And this season, I'm wearing every single thing that's in my closet before I purchase anything new. And just this week, I wore 2 dresses that I ended up putting in the donation pile. It's a really great way to really go through your closet and eliminate things that were like in your maybe pile or you're not sure of. Like I wore a dress all day the other day and like the shoulder kept falling off and it was just annoying me so bad, and I felt like it wasn't even really that flattering. And by the end of the day I was like, why am I keeping this? Like it's getting on my nerves. So I got rid of it and I felt really good about it. I feel like by the end of this spring and summer I'll know exactly what my wardrobe needs for next year, and I'll just take note of that and, you know, maybe shop sales and stuff through the fall and winter if there's anything that my wardrobe is missing. But I feel like that's a really good way to understand, like, to go through your closet. If you don't want to just do like one big huge closet declutter, just pick up something you haven't worn in a while and wear it all day. Don't just try it on, wear it all day, and then make your decision whether it's a keep or toss. Okay, kind of got off topic there. Number 7, I am no longer buying cheap jewelry. Kind of goes in the same line of cheap clothes. Like I have plenty of cheap jewelry. It feels way better to wear like beautiful jewelry that doesn't turn my finger green or that's been passed down in my family. And I have beautiful jewelry, so why wouldn't I just wear the beautiful real stuff that I have instead of putting on a bunch of random cheap stuff? I don't know, that's just where I'm at. Okay, number 8, I'm not purchasing any more high heels. I am a homeschool mom and I work part-time as an esthetician and I wear scrubs. So where do I wear high heels ever? Nowhere ever, okay? So if I have an event or something or like a date night, I've got plenty of high heels to choose from that I already own. So I do not need to purchase any more high heels. It's just, for me personally, I am just in a season of life where I just don't wear them. So I don't need them. I don't need new ones. Number 9 on this list, this one is kind of personal and I don't really know how deep to go into this. I really think I'll just make a whole entire separate video on this, but one thing I don't purchase anymore is tampons. And I feel like this is something many of us, most of us use when we're on our menstrual cycle because that's just what we do in our culture. And it's like completely normal and like we feel like less gross, I guess, wearing a tampon. But if you really think about it, it's weird. It's weird. Like for thousands of years, women did not do that. Not only are they toxic, they're super toxic, it's just weird. And so I've gotten really into cycle syncing and yeah, so now I just wear like reusable, washable organic cotton pads, or you can just buy disposable organic cotton pads. Yeah, again, this is a separate video, but I feel like I am so much more like tapped into my femininity and my moon cycle when I am just like feeling myself going through my cycle. I feel like in our culture, like I said, we're just like, we're busy and we're on the go and we got stuff to do and we got to do this and we want to work out. And so we just like throw a tampon in and just like move about our day. But really we should be listening to our bodies and like feeling, I know this sounds gross, but like feeling our flows as a reminder to like rest and just be gentle with ourselves, to just rest and be gentle with ourselves. And it's just like a reminder when you are wearing a pad that you are on your cycle and you don't have to be on and you don't have to be, you know, just, what's the word? Like girl bossing it. I don't know. I freaking hate that term, but you don't have to push yourself so hard. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't just have to like push yourself so hard to get through your days and get all your stuff done. Like you're really supposed to take care of yourself and rest during that time. And I feel like it's a good reminder when you're wearing a pad that you are on your period. And it is a time of being gentle and taking care of yourself and like going within and being intuitive. Anyways, like I said, I'll make a whole nother video on this. Moving on. Number 10, I am no longer buying hair tools. I have hair tools for days. I could probably declutter about half of them. And I really am just trying to embrace like my natural hair. I have naturally curly hair, frizzy. It's very frizzy. So I'm trying to embrace my natural curls. And my daughter has beautiful curly hair and I don't want her to see me like styling and straightening mine all the time and making her think that hers isn't pretty because I don't like my own. So I just think it's important that she see me enjoy my curly hair. Anyways, okay, I keep saying anyways. Number 11, non-functional room decor. Okay, this one is just pretty obvious, but I don't think we need random things just like sitting around for decoration. It just takes up space, it collects dust, it just feels like clutter. I mean, I remember it was like trendy to buy those like chain things that like Target had that you just put on your books on your coffee table. Like what? Why? Why? What purpose does that serve? Absolutely nothing. And I would collect all kinds of random little knickknacks like antiquing and thrifting that I have just completely decluttered and all that money was wasted. Yeah. So I'm not buying random non-functional things anymore as home decor. And in that same vein, I'm not buying any more holiday decorations. And this one's gonna be so hard for me because I love a good holiday and I love to decorate for holidays. And when Christmas comes around this year, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. I'm just gonna have to not go to the stores. They just come out with such cute stuff. They really do. They just know how to get us there. But I have so much holiday decor that I don't even use or need. I could probably cut that stuff in half. And just storing it, like why are we gonna buy all this stuff to store for most of the year? I don't know, no. It's gonna be really hard, but I'm gonna stick to my guns and I'm not purchasing holiday decor this year, or any year. Number 13, I will not be purchasing any new storage baskets or like organizational stuff. I feel like I have cut out so much of the clutter in my home that if I have to buy new storage bins or baskets, that means that I have acquired more that I feel like I need to organize. And I'm trying to get away from like organizing stuff all the time and just live with what I've got, if that makes sense. All right, number 14. This one gets me a little fired up. I am no longer purchasing anything with an LED light bulb. I cannot stand LED lights. In fact, this winter, I wanted to get like a really nice reading lamp for in here. I said, okay, I'm gonna splurge and get like a really nice lamp. I went to West Elm. Every single lamp in that store is an LED bulb. Okay, I plugged one in. I'm like, okay, it's not that bad. It's like a warm LED and it has a dimmer. So I bought it, brought it home, plugged it in, and it was like, it is so freaking bright. Staring into the sun, it was so bright and just not that like cozy, warm glow of just a regular light bulb. Even though it was a warm LED bulb, it was just not cozy. And even on the lowest, dimmest switch, it was so bright. And I just feel like everybody's doing that. Like every lamp I find now is like all LED bulbs that are like built into the lamp. If the light bulb goes out on the lamp, like it's done. Like the whole lamp is trash. Like what is that? Can we not do that anymore? I'm over it. I'm over it. Same goes for LED Christmas lights. They're like, they mess with my eyes and they're not warm and cozy and I hate it. Okay, end rant. 15 is I no longer buy any kind of cleaning products. I use just like an all-purpose cleaning spray that's non-toxic from Young Living called Thieves. I love the way it smells. I use it in my bathrooms, my kitchen, my stove, my windows, everything. Buying toxic cleaning products, I don't even know if anybody honestly even really does that anymore. Like who buys Windex? I don't know anybody that buys Windex, but I've heard great things about Branch Basics. But just having it all in one saves so much money, and yeah, I feel like my house is clean and safe and I like it. I wanted to add candles to the list because candles are so toxic. They're horrible for the air. The fragrance is terrible for you and your endocrine system. But I love candles. I love candles. This one is so hard. So it didn't make the list. But I feel like I haven't bought any candles so far this year, but I feel like people like to gift me candles. And so maybe I'll just enjoy the candles that people gift me and not buy them myself. But I don't know. I just love a good candle. I don't know. That one would be a really hard one to completely let go of. Number 16. I am no longer purchasing non-organic fruits and vegetables. And this one was a big one for me this year because I feel like I would go to the store and be like, I'm not spending $7 on that pack of strawberries. Organic food is just so expensive, but I don't feel good about giving my kids fruit or vegetables that have pesticides on them. I almost feel weird saying that because it is such a privilege to be able to spend the extra money to get organic fruit and vegetables, but I really have cut back so much on my spending that I feel like there is a little extra money there to put towards healthier food for my family, and I feel good about that. I no longer buy processed, sugary packaged snacks for my kids. We used to have, not gummies, what's the word? Oh, fruit snacks. We used to buy fruit snacks and Z bars and I don't know, just any kind of packaged sugary crap that they could just like grab and go. But that stuff goes in like 7 seconds, it's gone, and it's expensive and just full of sugar and dye and God knows what. So we just don't do that anymore. And it was really hard transition for my kids, I'm not gonna lie. Like they did not like it. They'd be like, there's nothing for us to snack on. If they get a snack, they know they can have an apple, banana, yogurt, cheese. They were not happy about that change, but now they're just so used to it. Number 18 is kids gaming apps and like, I guess upgrades would be the word. My children don't have iPads anymore, but when they did, they always would come to me and be like, can I have this app? Can I have this app? And then there was this one game they were playing where they constantly needed like coins and wanted to purchase coins. They'd be like $2 or $3, but I felt like they were always giving me $3 of their own money. Like, here, I want to buy these coins so I can buy this outfit for this game or these wings. And it just got really out of control and weird super fast. I'm like, guys, this isn't even real. Like, you're spending your hard-earned chore money on like things that aren't even real in your life. No, we're not doing this. I was tired of them coming at me, wanting me to buy stuff on these apps all the time. And so we just did away with it. And my kids are completely different people. They are completely different people. I'm not even kidding you. I'll just make a whole video on how I went about eliminating them and like what that process was like, but they're completely different people now. They are such happier, more creative, more laid back kids. And they play outside all the time and play together all the time. And my husband and I are just like so much happier. Like, we felt like we got our like actual children back. Okay. Number 19 on my list, this is still in the vein of children, but like, I am never buying another pack of freaking Pokemon cards, okay? I am so over the Pokemon cards. My children love them, and we take them to Pokemon Trading Club and they trade their cards. They've got their little binders, but from now on, I am more than happy to buy them a card that they want or have been looking forward to trying to get, or if they want to spend their money on a specific card, but like buying a $5 pack of cards for them to open and be like, oh, I didn't get anything good, and then they just don't want them or they end up in the trash, like, breaks my brain. It makes me so mad and annoys me so bad. So I am not buying the packs. Individual Pokemon cards, fine, if it's something that they really want, but no more packs. Okay, number 20 on my list is I am no longer gonna buy non-organic kids pajamas. My daughter was really struggling last fall. She would wake up in the middle of the night just sobbing that she was so itchy, and she'd have like these little bumps, sometimes hives, like on her arms and her legs. And we could not figure out why this was happening to her. Of course, I thought it was detergent, and I switched detergents 100 times, and we tried all of these things. And then I eventually was just researching online and figured out that she's allergic to flame retardant. And all of our children's pajamas are doused in chemicals and flame retardant. I mean, I never really thought about that before. And I assume you probably don't really think about that if your child wasn't having like a reaction to it. But it is something to think about. We're spending half of our life in our beds asleep in our pajamas, and it's just covered in chemicals, and their skin like is breathing that in. Now we get our pajamas from Hannah Anderson. They are kind of expensive, but they last a really long time. And now I don't have to worry that they are just like sleeping in chemicals all night. I mean, nobody wants that. So anyways, that concludes my list of 20 things I am no longer purchasing. I hope you liked this video, and I really hope you weren't offended by any of these. Please let me know in the comments, like, if you have like any thoughts or ideas, or if there's anything on my list that you're like, no girl, I absolutely love that and I will not stop buying that. Tell me, I wanna know. It's fun to talk about. I think these videos, like I said, are just kind of inspiring, and I've watched somewhere I'm like, oh yeah, I never really thought about that before. That's it for today. I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for being here. Mwah.